to say this. Caucasian nation, the good white folks of America, are so disingenuous. And the reason I say Caucasian nation is so disingenuous, Loon, is because when black people receive an unfair trial, we are supposed to respect the verdict. But when white people feel that they haven't received a fair trial, they don't have to respect the verdict. The other thing that makes Caucasian nation so disingenuous, Loon, is they always like to treat every black case in its own special vacuum. In other words, when we talk about Karmelo Anthony, we can't talk about the man who took Trayvon Martin's life.
George
Zimmerman. You can't put it in context.
Can't mix it.
We can't talk about Rick Child, who took Cyrus Carmack Belton's life. We can't talk about Kyle Rittenhouse getting off, Rick Child getting off. Daniel Penny choked a man out in a New York subway and got off on standing his ground, and the man never touched him. The reason white society, Caucasian nation, doesn't like black people to discuss our legal lynchings in context, because if you put it in context, Loon, you cannot come to any other decision that there are two standards of justice in this country. One black, one white, and it's been that way for 470 years. Now, with that being said,
I 1000% agree with what Umar Johnson just said. It's two different type of judgment that's happening. We're actually being judged on different calibers, which means that it's what a white person could do, a black person can't do. Basically, I agree with it. I agree with him on this one. Not saying that Karmelo Anthony wasn't in the wrong for, what he did, because at the end of the day, a life was taken, right? But why was that life taken? If Karmelo Anthony was a white teen, would this have been different? Maybe I'll throw a stand below. Let me know what you think.
We have to understand that to be black in America is a crime in and of itself. In fact, the original crime of America is to be black.
The original crime.
The original crime. The original
The first crime.
The first crime was to be black. Because remember, Loon, we were never supposed to be citizens. We were never supposed to be free. We were never supposed to be here after slavery ended. So every time a white person sees you, your existence itself is a crime against white humanity. Now, with the Karmelo Anthony situation, we also see clearly that black people have no legal right to stand your ground, even in a state where standing your ground is legal.
That's crazy to me. And so for me,
1000% agree.
That affects my understanding, because I'm having trouble comprehending how, okay, I'm sitting down, he's standing up. Before we get into the details of the case, though, do you think he got a fair trial, Karmelo Anthony?
He could not get a fair trial.
It was impossible.
It was impossible. He's in Collin County, Texas. Black people are 10%. If that, how is he going to get a fair trial? Loon, if the trial was going to even attempt to be fair, why would there be no black jurors?
Get exclusive.
That is a hell of a point, and that's the same point that I had. Why was it just Well, they say they had Indians, they say they had other ethnic groups, but it's still not black at the end of the day. So he did not have a fair trial at all. This is why, Charleston White is going through what he's going through now, in which he's attacking the dad and saying that the dad isn't strong. But he already knew that. At the end of the day, he put up some money for an appeal. And I think an appeal is definitely needed. An appeal is definitely needed in this situation because it wasn't fair at all. At all. Now, this is the teen that you're talking about. He got what, 35-year sentence? First offender? It's crazy to me. But let's continue. Let's continue. Leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think about this situation.